I'm out of my all-time loss and made... Wait, you were gambling, bro? Robinhood stocks? That's just as bad. By the way, I wonder who called literally exactly what was going to happen with GameStop. In a video recorded before it went down, who called exactly what would go happen, dude? I said there was 0 chance. It's so dead. This is when the Marketing Monday is recorded, the 13th, when it was 30. I was like, this rally's not going anywhere close to this. Shorters eating well. Bro, it's just so stupid. It's just dumb. I'm sick of being told that the only way we can fight Wall Street is by investing in a dog shit company. I'm sick of people being like, if you don't believe in people overpaying for a bad company, then you don't believe in the mission. I like the mission. This is the stupidest way to fight it. Little Johnny Paper Hands. Don't call me that. I never owned any. Hey, big A, I'm 22 years old. I got 20K in a saving account, getting about 5% interest. What can I do to better utilize this money? You're 22 years old. Well, what you're doing right now is great. That's what I'm doing with most of my cash, bro. I'm getting 5% interest. Safe government bonds. That's the real slam dunk, fellas. Government bonds. Okay? Safe and reliable. Maybe you want to do the sky hook of GME or Dogecoin, but the nice, safe, mid-range jumper is a government bond. What I'll be honest with you, 20K in any account, whether it's S&P 500, whether it's Doge, whether it's anything, is probably not enough to like make a material difference. It's nice that you have some savings for an emergency, but what you really should use that money for is to like invest in yourself. So like, I don't know, if you need a gym membership, or you need a suit for a job interview, or you need, you want to like take a class in something you're interested in, or you want to get training for something, or you want to like move to a new city to go after a job opportunity and you need a little savings cushion. That's what having a little extra money gives you the freedom to do, is take a risk towards learning or trying something you might not be able to do. That is what that money should be used for while you are young, right? So you can get a better idea of what you want to work on and what you want to do. And HR, what is the advantage of buying treasury or government bonds over putting the money in fixed deposit or savings account at a bank secured by the government with better interest rates? Virgin. Wait, where are you getting a savings deposit account with higher than 6% interest? That's not my experience, because I'm getting 6% right now, or we have 5.98 or something in my T-bills. You know, unless the US government collapses, then I'm, stable, solid, secure. Robinhood's 5%, I would never, ever, ever put my cash savings into Robinhood fixed accounts for return. That is actually bank risk. That is actually a real shot of bank failure. Absolutely not worth it. Okay, I had an interview for a marketing agency course today. I found out my bosses would be alpha male marketing course sellers. Should I run? Run from success? Run from a chance at actually learning a goddamn thing or two in your life? Walk the walk, talk the talk, bulk up? Yeah, only a beta would run, okay? But a real Sigma would run for their job, would run towards it and up. Do you know what I'm saying? Start working there, outwork your bosses. Pretty soon you're alphaing them. Pretty soon you're sigmaing them. No, you probably shouldn't take the job. Sounds terrible. Although, if you need a job, you need a job. If they're selling, they're selling. You can learn a thing or two and then get out. But it sounds like it's a bit of a schmaz. Like for you specifically. It sounds like you might be on a pyramid scheme type beat. I have a job offer as a systems engineer in Japan that pays around 4.4 million JPY a year, standard entry level. So like 30K. Okay, I'm probably accepting the job, but with Japan's economy, should I be like actually worried? I don't know enough to answer this question. Like most questions I get asked, you don't give me all the details. Are you have a competing job somewhere else? Do you truly love Japan and want to live there? I'll be honest with you, on 28K a year in Japan right now in yen, you're going to feel that. That's tough. This is going to be a hard job, I assume. In terms of hours, and you are not making a ton of money. If I'm being real, it depends on where you live, cost of living, you could feel a squeeze. I have friends in Japan that make more than that, and they tell me all the time how they feel it. So, if you're younger, I don't know what your age is. I don't know, here's the thing. What if you love Japan and you want the experience? Maybe you're a huge weeb, or you like the culture or whatever, and you want a few years living in Japan, and that's just a cool thing to have in your time. I don't know. It's so hard for me to tell you yes or no, but I will tell you that you're going to have to penny pinch a bit, likely. I mean, it's not going to be everything easy. And also, I hope you can speak the language well. Otherwise, I feel like it's going to be pretty tough. Thoughts on these two job offers? I'm 22 and I just finished my business degree. Credit analyst, 50K, 40 hours a week. Or production manager, lawn care, 70K salary, average 47 hours a week. I imagine you have some thoughts, bro. I'd like you to share your thoughts based on the interviews, based on what you thought of the company, based on what you thought your growth potential is. But I gotta be honest with you, 70K is a pretty significant premium. And I have to tell you that your starting salaries help you negotiate higher for your next jobs. 70K at 22, you're going to feel well off, bro. That is much more than I made at 22, and you probably don't live in downtown San Francisco. You're going to feel good. Oh, is there a commute? Commute matters a lot. Boss matters a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I assuming there's higher potential in finance. You do be a credit analyst. Credit analyst is such an interesting time right now because there's like a lot of people with bad credit trying to get loans. We are in a fucking credit meltdown right now. We're rising credit card delinquencies, rising default rates on every type of loan class. So I don't know. It's a very tough call. I can't really give you an answer. I think you got to do a little bit of soul searching. But hey, you know what? You are graduating. You got 2 job offers right off the rip, both of which are higher than the Twitch offer I took after I graduated. And I thought that was good. So you're in a good spot, bro. Listen, I gotta be honest with you. I was reading something today, I'm trying to get the exact stat in my mind, but it was like the number of job openings for new graduates declined 6.9%, 6.8% over last year. Like it is bad. And especially that's all job openings, but it includes like part-time. It includes, I think blue collar jobs are actually having a shine up. People are realizing that it's like actually a pretty good thing to get into and stable source of income. But like, there's a lot of people that graduate college and they're like, hey, I got this degree for knowledge work. I want to do a white collar job with good pay that I was promised. And those are like, there's like mass layoffs with those. Those are tougher to get. And then they go on the news and they are told, oh, it's a great job market. Oh, job opening so high. And it's like, I don't know how much longer young people can be pissed in the face until that it's raining, you know? It's like, that's not what's happening. Like it is a very clearly bad and getting worse job market for young people. And they are getting totally gaslit. I mean, the reality is that especially for young people, it's bad. They should just graduate with 20 years experience and they would have no problem getting Yeah, like why don't you guys just get 20 years experience? And then it is kind of stupid that you don't do that. When you say young people, do you mean recent? What I was talking about with that little rant there was recent college graduates. Though, I mean, it could be high school graduates as well that are like a year or 2 in trying to find. That's what I'm talking about. Because there are job openings. They're not lying when they tell you that, but the job openings are of a significantly decreasing quality than they used to be in like 21, 22, where there was a lot of what you'd call like white collar good jobs, you know, quote, good jobs, where it's like that stability, that the higher pay, like that stuff is shrinking rapidly. And so they'll point to the broad job numbers and be like, it's a good market, but it's not. And especially for young people, it's worse. Like the job openings for young people there's actually less. So that's declining and the ones that are there are not as good. I've been wanting to make a video on this for a while, but I don't know, it's tough to make it funny. But it's not like nobody can do it. I'm just saying it's like on the whole, marginally, it just gets harder. That's what I'm saying. It just gets harder. And if you're someone who's, 21, 22, 23, 24, whatever, and you manage to land a good job or a job that you feel comfortable about and like, and you're getting stable income, that's good. Don't always compare yourself to someone else, right? Because you're in a good spot. Realize that like you have made it out of a pretty tough lottery. Honestly, I feel better about me. Yeah, that was my goal. I'm sort of realizing, I was talking with the Marketing Monday team about this. It's tough to talk about some of this stuff without feeling like you're just piling on to people with bad news. But I wanted to reframe it as more of like, or that was like what we talked about, but I think people are already feeling this and I'd like them to know that they're not crazy. I get annoyed when people try to imply that people that feel this are crazy or that they're just wrong. Like, no, look at this number. It's not, you're wrong. And it's like, no, that is a very misleading stat. So that's my goal, is like to make people understand that they're not crazy. It is different than it was just 2 years ago. And it's headed in not a great direction. So we need to like understand that, be able to explain it cogently to people that are like putting pressure on you. And then still like, because it's life, you have to try to play that game. Whatever the game is, whatever the rules are when you're playing it, you have to do it. But understand that it is harder. It's like people are telling you you're playing Battle for Bikini Bottom and you're actually playing Dark Souls. It's like, you just need to know going in what you're playing. You just need to know the rules of what your game is. Any advice from this situation? I got laid off from my software engineering role and going through this. No, I mean, I honestly, listen, I don't have any great advice because I have a lot of friends going through it. I mentioned this recently, but I was at this Magic event and I was talking with all these other people that were in the esports, gaming, and tech industries. And a lot of them had been either laid off or were looking for new jobs or whatever. And it was like, these people all had great resumes. They were all good people. They had, friends in the industry, and they were all struggling right now to find like a job that they felt was matching up to their last job. I don't have a great answer because there's just fewer opportunities. I mean, you might have to find somebody who's done it. Someone who's like hustling in software engineering who's found another, or honestly, most people I see that get jobs, they do it through their network. So if you have friends that are working somewhere else, don't be afraid to go to bat and ask them. Don't have your pride be too big to be like, hey, listen, I'm ready to hustle. I'm looking for a job. If you know any opportunities at your place, that's what I would say, bro.